Hello and welcome. It is Elizabeth Bratcher and I'm here to do your daily reading for the 24th of June. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch me. Every now and then you'll see that I'm here. Hello. It's always nice to see a face, as I say, and I've got the camera set up, so I thought while I'm here I'm going to do the daily read as well. So guys, how the daily read works is that I use my own deck, which is the Elizacle deck, and I just pull 3 cards out of their deck randomly. Okay, and all you need to do is just take a breath and focus. So number 1, number 2, number 3. Don't think about it too much, just let your energy take you to where you need to be. Okay, if you'll find some of you are drawn to more than one number, that is completely okay. Draw yourself away. So while I'm shuffling, guys, I just want to take a moment to say thank you for those of you who have subscribed to the channel. If you haven't already, please take a moment to do so. I do the daily reads, the weekly tarot and the monthly tarot reads on the channel. You'll also find me on Friday at 8 o'clock, Australian Eastern Standard Time, doing the live feeds. And if I'm not here on YouTube doing those, you'll find me on Facebook under Elizabeth Bratcher, Psychic Medium. In case you didn't know as well, I do personal readings face-to-face in Lake Macquarie at Bonnells Bay, also phone and video throughout the world as well. So you can book through Facebook or through my website, soulfulcreations.com.au. Both will take you to the same place, and there's all secure payment options and everything else through there, okay? So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm just going to pull 3 cards randomly out of the deck. Number 1. Number 2, put them there, you can see them. Number 3, beautiful. All right, so just take a moment to focus. Is your energy drawn to number 1, number 2, or number 3? Beautiful. All right, so I'm going to put number 2, number 3 up out of the way. Let's see what number 1 is. Spirit. Nice. This card's popped out a few times for you guys over the last couple of weeks, and it is that validation that's there. There's a nice, I get because they're intuitive, that's there as well. So make sure you're really sort of tapping in and trusting your own intuition there with spirit. And the reason I made that card is because it's like you're feeling the signs and everything else that's there around, okay? So let's just have a look and see. What else have you got? Balance and taking 5. All right, so number 1, okay, and I know that we've actually gathered a little bit of momentum, and some of you are collectively watching number 1, number 2, or number 3 now, just as a rule of thumb. That's there. So, and I do want to keep with that energy, and as I said, I've felt it kind of shifting back into place, into that positive energy over the last couple of days. And for me, when I sit with this, I feel that even more so. So you've got the balance card that sits there, okay? So just be mindful. I want to be mindful of that, okay? It's like Spirit's giving you that nudge to go, hey, you know, keep yourself on track, you're doing good, So you've got this take 5 card, which talks about just taking a moment to regroup, you know, recuperating. Make sure you're resting properly, and most of all, you know, as it says right down there, being mindful. I did a talk the other day on what the difference between being mindful and aware is, and I'm actually going to do that again. I wish I recorded it, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to put that on here. Watch that video, okay? I think everyone has something to learn from mindfulness always, so just watch that video. I'll do that over the next couple of days. All right, so number 1, that's what I want to say to you that's there. Be really mindful of the balance. You're getting yourself back on track, okay, and I feel that on a grand scale for whatever it's resonating to you with. I feel like that. So sit in that energy, keep doing what you're doing, keep whip cracking yourself, and keep making sure that your self-discipline is paramount, okay? Make sure your self-discipline is paramount. So let that be your energy and your focus today. What are you doing to make sure that your self-discipline is paramount? All right. So number 1, that is what I have for you today. Number 2, frustration. Frustration. All right, let's have a look and see number 2. Taking a breath and regrouping. So number 2, you've had a very big energy around you the last couple of weeks about you know, focusing on what it is that's there within you that needs to shift around. So, you know, number 1 had that collective energy of external. You guys have had that internal energy that's there. And it is frustrating when we have to sit with our own self. You know what I mean? It's like, let's have a look. Yeah, see, because you got those challenging matters of the heart. because all of this is coming from the internal, you know, but it's about confronting fears, because we can't shift our behaviours and patterns around us if we're not willing to sit with the fears. And you know what? Like, honestly, when you sit and have a look at things in a wide, and you could say general context, but also in a very specific context as well, you have a look at it, okay? When we want to dive into a pool and we hesitate, we're scared. When we want to, uplift ourselves in a job or something else like that, and we don't, we hold back because we're scared. You know, and there's fear. There's fear. No matter which label you want to put onto it, there's fear. And it's being able to be honest with yourself and sit in that energy and be truthful with that energy that actually allows you to start working through those fears. I jumped out of a plane at 14,000 feet because heights is my biggest fear. It's not my biggest fear, probably, really, when I think about it, but like, as far as hey, I'm not going up there kind of thing goes, I'm there, right? And it has, like, I was going to say, I had a panic attack once, right? I was like this far. Okay, it's embarrassing to say, but I was this far up climbing up a cliff. Now, the thing around it is why I had, because there was a ledge, say, turning the camera about that wide behind me that I could step down on, but then after that there was a drop. And so my fear wasn't necessarily that I was up this high, it was what was down there. And I froze. All I had to do was take a step up. And, you know, the thing around it is, like, you know, I breathed through it and and, you know, brought myself back down to a point. But it was just getting caught up in that fears of height, and, you know, I wasn't looking at what was ahead of me and what was around me. I was looking at this big drop that's there. And being willing to kind of realise the situation it was in allowed me to breathe through it. You know, and that's the thing, like, I understand that about myself as well. So it is challenging to sit with your own energy, okay? So just keep working through with it. Keep working through with it. Just sit and have a look and see where your fears lie. Okay, and be honest and gentle with yourself with that. Now, I kept this card because it jumped out. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Take some risks, take some chances. Okay? You got this. You so got this. That's why the energy is continuing. Okay? Alright, so number 2, that is what I have for you. Number 3, what you get? Intuition. Pretty sure you guys have pulled this card a couple of times in the last couple of weeks as well. Keep trusting. Keep doing what you're doing. There's an energy building. I feel like there's actually a build-up on where you've already been. That's what it feels like. There's stuff happening around and you're actually aware of that. And you're like, oh, is that real? Yeah, it's real. Trust. Oh. That's where I got that from. I'm a little bit of a habit chat tonight, aren't I? This morning, I should say. What trust. When you work at bigger expos, there's usually a bigger stall that's sitting across it. I'm not going to say who's or whys or where's, but you get these salespeople that come through, right? And there was a young guy there, bless his soul, who was selling quite a feminine product, but was kicking it, like, he was really good. But he had this thing where he'd go, girl, that just going to look amazing on you, and he'd be like, trust. And because you heard it like 50,000 times, because this dude was across from you, we all started going, trust. So anyway, it just reminded me. I digress. Alright. But trusting on your psychic senses, as I said, I do feel like there's a step. I do literally see it as well, okay? And I want to say to you that there's almost like this energy around you going, oh, is that right? Yeah, it is. And for some of you, that actual step is going to be within yourself as well. I just feel like there's this nice step that sits there with it, okay? But I want to say, you got the Take a Moment card, okay, which talks about regrouping and just staying connected to yourself and, taking that mindful rest. But you've also got the Shit Happens card, and it's, as you can see, it's filled with positive affirmations. It's all good. This too shall pass. Be positive. Stay connected to yourself. Be patient. All of that is written within that card. So what I want to say to you guys, number 3, is that you have had a nice positive flow around you. Perhaps there's something that's actually just going to give you a little bit of a kick up the, you know what I mean? Just quickly. I just want to go like that. Don't take that as a sign that your intuition's off. Don't take it as anything. Just take it as, literally, shit happens, and that's all it is, okay? So that's what the energy is here for you to say, hang on, there's nothing going on here. Don't think that there is. Shit just happens. Take a moment just to connect yourself back to your intuition and just keep doing what you've been doing, okay? No fuss, no muss. Okay? So number 3, that is what I have for you today. So just in reflection, guys, all right? So number 1, you had the Spirit card. Number 2, you've got frustration. And number 3, you've got intuition. Alright, so thank you once again for joining me for the daily read. I do very much appreciate it. I hope that all you guys are staying safe. All the weekly reads are now up for the week as well, so thank you very much again for your patience. I really need to allocate my time better around those and have actually set my schedule up to do so, okay? So you'll actually find them out earlier rather than later as of this week coming up. Would hope to see you there on Friday night for the live feed as well, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. As I said, if I'm not here, I'm on Facebook, Elizabeth Bratcher, Psychic Medium, okay? Stay safe until tomorrow. Much love and good day to you guys. Let's hoping it's a bit warm. See ya.